Hi, welcome back to the Checkered NASCAR League. I'm your host, Morse173, and pardon the title for the first part. I made a tactical miscalculation. I forgot the word pre, the dash, and the word show in the title. Nobody come after me for that, but yeah, that's I wasn't hired anyway, so. But that was just that's sweet. But here in the background, that is my, I guess you say, co-broadcaster tonight, Tegan Jones, the driver number 10 Ford Mustang over in the Cup side, the Cup Series. He is also the reigning champion here in the Busch Grand National Series. So, how you doing tonight? Good. Doing all right. Now, they just finished up qualifying, so. Unfortunately, I don't think I was able to watch the qualifying. I don't know, you were able to, but yeah. Well, just got the qualifying results in, and Sports Kid gets the pole with a with a 23.735. Ryan is second with a 23.787. Third is Mud Dude with a 23.865. Fourth is Nocturnal with a 23.901. Fifth is Weasel with a 23.908. Sixth is Incog with a 23.928. And rounding out the field is Predator with a 23.953. So, I could tell in your voice that you were not surprised that Sports Kid's on the pole.
I mean, it was always between him and Brad. It seems like the steering wheel was really good qualifying. You're able to run them loose right, I think.
Well, since we just found out the qualifying results, let's see if we can get a Sports Kid in here real quick, and let's see what's going through his head as he prepares for tonight's race. Alright, let's see if we can get Sports in here. There we go. Just sent the invite to Sports Kid, and he should be joining in a minute. Welcome to the stream, sir, ma'am, whoever you are. Apparently you don't know with this day and age, but we just finished up qualifying, and we got the pole sitter here now, just being Sports Kid, driving the number 7 Chevy Camaro. How are you doing, Sports?
Good, how are you guys doing?
Doing pretty good. Now, your lap time was actually pretty fast for the National Series here at Dover. Just under 24 seconds, about 3/10 below 24 seconds. So you're actually about half a tenth faster than your teammate Ryan. So is that really gonna make a difference when you try to compete for the win later tonight?
I think it can. Just depends on who's going to have the cleaner race. Can you keep it off the apron or off the wall coming out of the corners? If you have a clean car, you got a better chance. And we'll see who has the better one on speed.
Yeah, since you mentioned the apron, tell us a little bit about the apron, because it's very unique for Dover. It's not like the apron, most any other tracks.
Yeah, it can do one of two things. You can either clip it and it can get you really loose, or you can clip it and it'll send you straight up into the wall and absolutely kill your run. So it's dangerous to be close to it, but if you can do it well enough without clipping it, you can make up quite a bit of time.
Now, since you joined the National Series about a couple weeks ago, about maybe a month now at this point, you've had great runs. It's just you haven't got the finishes that you deserve to reflect on how you performed in the race. So, do you think that luck will change tonight?
Yeah, we made some adjustments, especially internet-wise. So hopefully we won't have that problem like we did the last couple of weeks. So if we can just stay in the race, we should have a good chance of winning.
Tegan, got any questions for him?
One thing I can think of is to, you think there's going to be more than one group or not? I think this is a bottom race track.
I think the high line can work, especially if you're trying to defend a position. If you kind of pinch the guy down the bottom, you get the better run off the top. So I think both groups can be used pretty well.
Yep, good luck to you tonight. Trying to get your first win of the season, trying to punch your ticket to the playoffs, and see what you can do tonight.
Thanks, boys. Appreciate you broadcasting, and we'll try and put on a good show for you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Now let's see if we can get second place qualifier line guy in here, who, like I mentioned in part number 1, he's had a career year so far, and we both talked about Ryan, and I think Tegan mentioned that he and Sports Kid could probably be the two main drivers going to compete for the win tonight. So yeah, top 2. That's what I said. But yeah, we'll see how Lyden feels about his qualifying one now. So let's see if we can get him in here real quick. Just sent the invite to Ryan, so he'll be joining us any minute now. There he is. Speak of the devil. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing alright.
Glad to hear. And we just looked at the qualifying results here. Just a little bit slower than our Sports Kid, but just a scotch. But it's not a big difference, and don't mind her. But how do you feel about your chance to win tonight?
Chances, I like my chances tonight. I mean, confidence is, for me, has been at an all-time high, and just letting this track come to me will be a huge factor. Hoping allowing me to win tonight.
Now, Tegan asked this to a Sports Kid earlier. Do you think there'll be a one-lane group track, just everyone right on the bottom, or do you think that top lane will probably come into play a little bit?
It should tend to stay at the bottom, but if someone wants to try to pull a power move on the outside, it could possibly happen.
Now, do you think when you control the restart of the race, do you think the leader will pick the inside lane for the majority of it?
I don't know. I think it really all depends on the feel of the leader, really. They might pick the inside, they might not. Maybe the outside gets a better jump advantage. Hopefully, but at the same time, it's a restart for the race, and you want to keep the lead as long as you can.
Yeah, that makes sense. And unfortunately, you did not gain eligibility to one for the dash of points tonight. So not tonight. This entire three-way stretch. So how do you feel about not getting those extra points in this situation?
It's a bummer, but at the same time, I have really started to close the gap on that 2 car for regular season championship points-wise. So hopefully this hot streak keeps going. I don't know how many points Vector 11 is on him for the dash of points, but I'm not trying to take any offense, but I am cheering for that 11 right now.
That shows you how much the regular season title means to these drivers. Yep.
Alright guys, well thank you.
No problem. Good luck tonight.
Alright, you too.
We'll try to get Bud Dude in here, who qualified P3, which is not a bad qualifying up for that 11 team. Like I mentioned, he's stepped up the pace a little bit, and he was not one of the fastest drivers when he came to league last year, and ever since Richmond, he's turned up the notch. So we'll see if we can get driver number 11 in here, and See what he's thinking about heading to tonight's race. Yeah, probably will be. At least before Drivers meeting, anyway. It'll depend on when the Drivers meeting starts, because we might have time for one more driver. Who knows? Yeah, till Drivers meeting. So. And if we can't get Muddy in here, well, then we'll try to get Predator in here. See, if we can. Yeah, we'll see if my dude will join us. If he can't join us in another couple minutes, then we'll try to get Predator in here before Joe's meeting. But are you surprised at all as we look at the times? Are you surprised that the entire field is separated by 0.2 of a second?
Kinda and kinda not. Just because almost seven of them, so kinda used to stuff that being separated a little bit because it's like double that PP. But not really. I think this is a pretty good number for 7. And the driver's meeting back to now.
Alright. So we're just listening to the Drivers meeting, and we'll be quiet throughout the part of it.
That is the incremental. And then last things, most thing this week for y'all. Apron, if we hit it, is very aggressive. Overall. On restarts, if you hit, call to wreck. First time it's a warning. After this, if you do it a second time, you'll start at the back of the pack. Regardless of when you race. So if we're restarting with 2 to go on the state, back. We're restarting with dive bomb it in the corner. Fuck yourself. Others.
And that's basically the gist of the Drivers meeting right there. So basically the main points to keep in mind is that stages are going to be 22 laps each. The lag out lap is lap 5. So if a driver lags out before lap 5, they get 1 redo, and that's it. That's only the only 1 redo. If you lag out again before lap 5, if it's the same driver, then that driver's done for the night. No change lanes before start finish line. Everyone has to stay single file before when entering pit road. The exit to pit road, the commitment line coming out of the pits is stay on the apron through 1 and 2 till you come up on the backstretch. And it could be a little tricky sometimes because if you have that first pit stall, there's more of a chance for your car to spin out when you come out of the pits. So drivers have to keep that in mind tonight. And leader gets the lane choice. Inside or outside, every start, including the initial start, and if you can't maintain pace speed on during the cautions, then you'll lose your spot. Also, if you run out of fuel, just like last night, what happened to Crone? If you run out of fuel, you cannot get your lap back, and that's basically what happened to Crone's race. As soon as he went a lap down, that was all she wrote.
So I don't think that's going to be a problem not more than 7 people. That could be a problem tomorrow night. If you got 15, you can make that something to look forward to, I guess.
Yep, and now there's an 8th driver that's joining the fray. That'll be China in the 2, like we mentioned earlier. I think that's 2. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me, it's 9 drivers now because KOW joined now in the 8 car. So it'll be interesting to see how the 2 and the 8 fare on their way of coming from the back of the pack, starting 8th and 9th respectively. So how do you tell somebody like Trainer, who's currently the points leader coming in this race, and he's starting basically dead last? So what would you tell him at the beginning of the race?
Well, I think he's going to spend this first stage probably take it kind of easy, unless he's just been putting in a lot of practice that we don't know about. He's going to figure out what that car can do in the long run if they can get him, and then he's going to make those adjustments. Next mistake that he not racing and go over the stage.
Alright, so let me check if can you ask him how much time's left on the timer? Oh. Well, that just wouldn't be fun at all. But they're getting the lobby set up once again for tonight's race. Like I mentioned, it's the Allied Steel Buildings 200. And since we're on the subject of Dover, I don't know if you heard the news, but a few days ago now, NASCAR announced that Nashville Super Speedway will be making its return to the NASCAR schedule. They'll be hosting a Cup Series race sometime in June 2021. And from what I heard, it's going to replace one of the Dover races. So how do you feel about Nashville being back on the schedule? Yep, and there's the second invites to the lobby, so I think they were just doing a free-for-all drawing now, and then they'll get. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. It'll just be there'll just be like first through like third, fourth, and then Weezer will be like next spot, and then it'll be the other guys. Yeah, I think he's actually spotting for yeah, he's spotting for Lion tonight. And I'm actually really curious to see how these how the Cup cars handle Nashville, because it's gonna be the first time since basically the 80s that a Cup race has been won in Nashville. So it's been a pretty long time, and with the short track package they're gonna be winning, that's gonna be really awesome to see. Yeah. Yeah. If it had worked, then I don't know what in the world does. But yeah. Alright, we're gonna end part number 3. Not part number 3. I'm messing up tonight. We got part number 2 finished now, which is the qualifying portion. Part number 3 is gonna be the race portion. So don't judge the title of the first part, because I blame I should stop rambling now. I'm getting ready to hop into the lobby, and I'll catch y'all at Dover.